Hello everybody, it's Foxy speaking, and yes, in this video, this is a special video. This special video is a special leading dedicated distinctive honorary. Was a special leading distinctive honorary video for one man and one man only. Well, a delightfully enchanted little man, I must say this video is for. This video, because this man, believe this or not, hit over 280 subscribers recently. As of very early June, well 2nd of June 2022, he's got now over 280 subscribers and is, oh my goodness me, he is increasingly close to the 300 subscriber milestone and really not terribly far off from the 500 subscriber milestone and all that. I mean, if he were to receive 500 subscribers by August, that would be incredibly surprising. Or even if it was 450 subscribers by August, I would be incredibly surprised. And I'm even surprised he's almost made it to 300 subscribers by June, and I would have thought he'd be on about 150 by now. That's right, everybody, for those of you who may have guessed when watching, even though I could not realistically hear you say it, but that is in referral to the man himself, the enchanted delight, David Scott, who was a fairly early starting YouTuber, as many of you are quite aware of, and all that. He only just started YouTubing in 2021, that was, after he met me at the Worthing bus rally. He took his first video was on one of the old-fashioned buses which were running and serving guests to just have a ride around and all that around Worthing. That's the day of the Worthing bus rally event. I don't know whether he took the video after I recommended YouTubing to him, or if it was or when we'd met. I'm pretty sure when we ran into each other, this was sometime after he'd taken that video on his on his old camera before upgrading to a much newer one, and all that. And I think it would have been after, actually, because when I ran into David, it was when the rally was packing up. Well, the event was packing up after taking place, and we had a very nice, some inspirational chats and all that when we met. And we also spoke about my Maine Coon cat, Daphne, well, part Maine Coon cat, Daphne. It was before I got Nixie, actually, and Daphne was a lot smaller at that point. And we had we did have other big conversations and all that. But the moment seeing David, I may have said it before, the moment seeing him, it was as though I had ran into Edmund again, or was meeting Edmund again. And I may have said before, but said this before, but David, being with David, whenever I'm with David or hanging out with David, within our friendship, I feel as though Edmund is alive to me. I really do, I have to say. And we both like all things heritage. I mean, we both are avid cat lovers, David and myself are. And we also, not only are we avid cat lovers, we love all things heritage and vintage, and we love many things old-fashioned. Although David is a relative, reasonably modern as well as old, bit of half and half really is how I describe him. Half old-fashioned and half modernised. Although not fully modernised, and neither am I. I'm not fully modernised either. I've never really considered myself fully modernised, to be honest with you, not really. As I do like a lot of old-fashioned things, and old-fashioned plates and bowls and old-fashioned mugs and and old-fashioned 19th century, like, wine glasses and all that, you know. Yes, and I do like flowery curtains, although I don't think my family would approve of me having them. No, never mind. Although if they did, I would put them in anyway. but they seriously, it would bring them a huge, it would bring them trying disgust if I were to have flowery curtains. Never mind. No. But David and myself, since we've met, we first ran into each other at Worthing Bus Rally 2021, and it had only been about 3 weeks since I'd first started hearing from David. And then we met again about 3.5 weeks later at Eastbourne Miniature Steam Railway, and then a few days later at Hove Park Miniature Railway, and then again a few weeks later at the Hove Park Miniature Railway, and about almost a month later Hove Park, then a week later Brighton Brighton Toy Museum at the event that took place 3rd October of 2021, and then Spratt and Winkle Hastings next day, HP again the next week, Eastbourne Miniature Railway the next week, and then the week again Brighton, London to Brighton Veteran Car Run Madeira Drive, that's November of 2021. And I was going to meet up with David again for his birthday, but he'd had other plans. And I was hoping to see him again in either January or February, but sadly could not make it because, well, I'm not allowed to share why. Well, if I even did try and share this with me, I'd be risking tumultuous trouble. Should I share it and all that? Because I did do a post about him on his birthday, talking about his birthday, and I was sharing a lot of personal things about him publicly. And David, who saw the post on his birthday, all I wanted to do was something very nice for him on his birthday, because he'd had other plans and I could not meet up with him because of his other plans. And he looked at the post and then he gave a comment. He said, "Foxy, this is very nice and I really appreciate all the time you put into the post, but might I say all of this is very personal. Just to let you know, all of this is very personal. But that's not the worst part. I mean, it wasn't terribly dodgy, but the worst part was when his best friend Kim saw it. When she saw it, she was angry. She was very, very angry with me. And she was like, delete this post. She was like, delete this post right now. I'm so angry with you. This is David's life, not yours. She was so angry. I was like, oh dear. I was like, really, it was uh-oh when I saw that. She was angry. She was like, delete this right now. Oh dear, I was really sorry. I mean, I didn't mean anything bad when I did it. But at least I was spoken to, and I did apologise to David, but luckily David was not angry with me. Although I was worried he was upset, but it was Kim who was angry with me when I did it. And then I spoke to one of my friends about David a few weeks ago. Although I wasn't talking about his birthday, but what I did put in was something a little bit personal. David did, I'm forgiven for it, and I've not done it again since. I've certainly not done it again since, but Kim did catch me doing it, and she was angry again. She said, this is David's life, not yours, and I am so disappointed and surprised that you did this. This is bad manners. That was what Kim said. And when I next saw David, I saw him until November. The next time I saw David, from November of 2021, was in April of 2022. And I was really hoping to see him earlier than that. But never mind, there was another reason why I could not meet up with him earlier. Because, confidentially, I could not share why. And I did express how sorry I was, because I was worried Kim was still angry with me at that point. And then David was like, he said, Foxy, don't worry, you have been forgiven. Kim forgives you for it, don't worry. And I was relieved by that, thankfully. I was thankfully, until months later, assured that Kim was no longer angry with me. You know. But David and myself, we do have some things in common, is our interest and what we like, what we both really quite like and all that. And we both expressed a huge amount of sorrowful, a large deal, an enlarged piece of sorrowful feelings towards the poor Ukrainians in Ukraine, well, because we attended a Ukraine appeal event. And both of us made our donations. I gave a £5 donation when I attended the event. And then about a few weeks later, David and myself met up at the Eastbourne Magnificent Motors event, which was most lovely. And it was certainly highly successful, the event. And I've liked it enough to go to the 2023 one. And same with the HCVS event, London to Brighton HCVS run, Madeira Drive. I am most certainly planning to go to the 2023 one. And the 2023 mini run, because I missed out on the 2022 run, Cat Duty. And then I had to miss out on the classic car run, but I wanted to go, but I had to miss it because of a new oven having to be fitted in. Absolute complete nuisance. But I would, if it should it be running next year, well, for next year's one, I would certainly be attending it. And both of us shall be attending Tinkers Park, David and myself, both in June and August. I won't be at the September one, but David probably would. And although David now doing more events than he did in 2021, attending more than he did in 2021, he doesn't have a lot of plans for HP Miniature Railway like I do, or Eastbourne Miniature Steam Railway. Well, he wouldn't go there regularly, which I would totally understand because of the events and all that. But I would imagine before the HP Miniature Railway is over for the 2022 running seasonal sessions, he would attend out maybe a track day or two, but I shall see what David decides, and in due course and all the rest of it. And same with the Eastbourne Miniature Steam Railway, I will certainly wait and see what David himself decides for himself, which is alright, really. But yes. Oh my goodness me. And yes. I have to say, David, well done on your subscriber milestone. Increasingly close to 300 subscribers, and really not all that, really reasonably close, well, moderately close to 500 subscribers, and then at that point you'll have the ability to do community postages, well, community posts at the time of your 500th subscriber, when you reach 500 subscribers. And well done on your success in less than 1 year, David. Really well done on your success. Yes. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, everybody. And possibly one day, David and myself may do some train spotting along the Seaford branch line one day. Possibly at Tide Mills, where we just get the bus together from the Seaford Library and get out at Tide Mills and watch the few trains that go by. And or explore the branch line as a whole, starting Seaford to South East and getting out at the individual stations and all that. And possibly in the summer of this year of 2022, David and myself and Kim shall be exploring Stanmer Park 1 Garden, which I'm very much looking forward to, and all that. As I know, Kim very much likes Stanmer Park One Garden, and David does too, and when I went, my goodness. I'd been to Stanmer Park many times before, David, if you're watching, but until 2021 I'd never been to the One Gardens until 2021. I'd only just been around the woods in the village of Stanmer Park, not the One Garden, until 2021 that was. Yes, well, I hope you guys all enjoyed watching this video. And please subscribe to David's channel, everybody, with David Scott, aka Wheels, aka David's Collective Videography, which I think goes incredibly well with a nice given titling and all the rest of it. Thanks all indeed for watching, and I shall certainly see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody. From Foxy. Many congratulations on your achievements, David.